Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signor. Kate Moss just took the stand. It was short, but boy, it was sweet. And you could tell Amber and team were so nervous. Here's the clip in question. Let's watch it in its entirety.
Would you please state your full name for the record?
Kate Moss.
Ms. Moss, where do you reside?
London, England.
From where are you testifying today, Ms. Moss?
Gloucestershire, England.
Ms. Moss, do you know Johnny Depp?
Yes, I do.
How do you know Mr. Depp?
I had a relationship with him.
Did there come a time when you and Mr. Depp had a romantic relationship?
Yes.
For how long, Ms. Moss, were you and Mr. Depp a romantic couple?
From 1993 to 1994 to 1998.
Ms. Moss, did there come a time when you, while you and Mr. Depp were a couple, that the two of you took a vacation together to the Golden Eye Resort in Jamaica?
Yes.
What, if anything, happened when you were in Jamaica with Mr. Depp?
We were leaving the room, and Johnny left the room before I did, and there had been a rainstorm, and as I left the room, I slid down the stairs, and I hurt my back.
How did you...
And
I apologize, Ms. Moss. Please continue.
And I screamed because I was because I didn't know what had happened to me, and I was in pain, and he came running back to help me and carried me to my room and got me medical attention.
Did Mr. Depp push you in any way down the stairs?
No.
During the course of your relationship, did he ever push you down any stairs?
No, he never pushed me, kicked me, or threw me down any stairs.
Ms. Moss, have you ever before today testified in any kind of court proceeding?
No, I have never.
Why did you decide to testify today?
Objection, Your Honor.
All right.
That's beyond the scope of what we just talked about.
All right. I'll sustain the objection. All right.
Thank you, Ms. Moss. We have nothing further at this time. We greatly appreciate your taking the time to testify.
All right. Any cross-examination?
No, Your Honor.
All right. You're free to go. Thank you, Ms.
No
Moss.
cross
Thank you very much.
Thank you very
Now-
much. Thank you.
Here, what's very telling about this, because it's so short, I think we all expect a little bit more. There was a mad dash by the team prior to this. We were all wondering what was going on, but there was clearly a lot of negotiation happening with Judge Penny on what could be said. Now, I want to show you one other thing. We got a lot more. Dr. Curry's about to go on the stand as well. We'll be covering all of that tonight on our show. But last night, I think it's important you guys see, I'm trying to get this lip read. If anybody else out there is really good at lip reading, hit me up, because there was a lot of information, and I've spoken to a few people about this exchange at the end of the trial last night. Amber was sticking around, and she seemed bothered. She seemed upset, and I've been going through trying to figure out what her and Elaine are saying here. Again, this is via lip readers, so take that as you will. But there was one point there at the end here where I'm trying to get to the point I wanted to share with you as Amber and her team she's going after them sort of and aggressively. I would say aggressive, but she's clearly frustrated is the vibe that I got. And as I get to this one portion where Amber gets up, I'm beat. I'm beat too, honestly. I'm beat too, honestly. If nothing else, they don't win, and we don't let this stuff be permitted in trial, the jury won't know. That's the line that I had from a hearing impaired viewer who has been analyzing these lips. I'm beat too, honestly. If nothing else, they don't win. If we don't let this stuff be permitted in the trial, the jury won't know. There was also something about she's crazy. I don't know who, but there was definitely, as Amber's talking here to Elaine at the end of the night, which I don't know why, there's a lot of little phrases and things that the multiple lip readers were able to sort of figure out based on what's happening here. And it was super weird how long this exchange was in the court. But that line at the end at her is something that I took. If nothing else, they don't win. At least we don't make this stuff permitted in the trial. It just shows she's nervous. She's worried, and she was worried about not only, I think, Kate Moss, which we just saw. She's worried about TMZ. She's worried about a lot of this stuff that's coming out. And I think you guys should see that. And now that we've seen Kate Moss come out, it's frustrating we didn't get like a little bit more of her to really be able to defend Johnny as much as we had maybe had hoped. But you could tell in her reaction here. I want to get one more close up here. Oh, Dr. Curry's coming. I'm going to go to that immediately. I can't wait for that follow-up. So stay tuned. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button because we got so much more to cover between Dr. Curry and everything else. But as I go through this, I wanted to get to the Amber's face there. It's so clear how threatened she is. Look at her. She put this lie out, and now the jury is seeing another lie. And Kate Moss clearly, Ben wanted to ask, well, why'd you come here? Because from me, my assumption, Kate Moss made a point to finally testify because she's watching all this and realizing how awful this is. Now, that's another point of it's interesting to see how much has she watched. Like, I'm sure they told her, just in case, Winona, Kate, all of them, I'm sure they've told all of them, don't watch the trial. Don't watch the trial. It's a risk if you watch the trial. And so I'm sure that was already sort of cleared. But the fact that Kate showed up to completely discredit Amber's, I thought Kate Moss throwing down the stairs. We also have the Art of Elysium, Jennifer Howell, who says Whitney admitted that it was actually Amber who almost did it. All this truth is coming out. And so bravo to Kate Moss for coming out and doing this. She didn't have to. It just shows the fact that Winona's been on record as well. His ex-wife, Vanessa Paradis, has gone on record. All of these previous relationships supporting Johnny. And we couldn't even get Rocky Pennington on the stand. We couldn't get I.O. on the stand. We couldn't get any of Amber's friends, her ex-friends. Everyone turns on Amber. And then Amber tries to turn on Johnny and make these lies, but then people like Kate Moss step up to defend him. So bravo, there you go. That's the Kate Moss piece. And again, anybody else who can read lips, if you want to help me sort of try to figure out what's going on in this exchange at the end. So many of you sent me this very, very long exchange. She's there for a good 10 minutes or so at the end. The court has now exited, and her and Elaine are just having it out. And Elaine's mouth's apparently harder to read because she mumbles so much. But I asked, am I allowed to do? Yes. Granted, this is privilege, but they're doing it in front of cameras. If they don't want to have this taken out, they shouldn't be doing it. But I will keep looking. I will keep trying to report this. But I found that comment very interesting. Again, according to the lip readers, I'm beat too. Honestly, if nothing else, they don't win. If we don't let this stuff be permitted in trial, the jury won't know. Amber allegedly saying via lip reader, they don't win if we don't let this stuff be permitted in trial. And then look, they fight so hard to not let Kate say anything beyond the stairwell incident. They literally couldn't get her to even say Johnny was a good guy, but judging by the smile and Ben's glory, thank yous, and thank you so much for being here, it's very clear Kate Moss is a Johnny Depp fan. And she wouldn't be if he was the monster that Amber keeps alluding to. We got so much more to cover, so don't go anywhere. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Stay tuned for more Justice for Johnny Depp coverage and so much more here on Popcorn Planet.